Hi, in this video, we are going to talk about the circle and its parts. At the end of this lesson, the learner should be able to accurately determine the different parts of a circle, correctly solve the measure of the arc of a circle, and correctly solve word problems involving the parts of a circle. So what is a circle? A circle is a set of all points on a given plane that is equidistant from a fixed point. Okay? Equidistant from a fixed point on the plane called the center of the circle. And it is named based on the letter used to indicate the center of the circle. Example, we have here a circle. The center of this circle is point C. Okay, point C. So this circle is named circle C. Okay, circle C. Or in symbols, let's write it here. In symbols, magdodrawing tayo ng circle and then may point sa gitna and then yung name ng center ng circle. So that's circle C. Okay? So that's in symbols. So within this circle here, ang circle dito, ito lang yung figure na na-form natin. Okay? So hindi kasali yung circle na yung space sa loob, hindi yan yung circle. Okay? It's the set of all points. So we can imagine this circle as etong mga parang connected dots yan. Connected points. Okay? Maraming mga points yan dyan. Okay? Nagko-connect, set of all points. So that forms the circle. So set of all points that are equidistant from this center. Next, we have the radius. So, parts na tayo ng circle. So, first, ang radius. It is the distance between the center of the circle and a point on a circle. The plural form of radius is radii. Radii. So, the distance between the center of the circle and a point on the circle. So, we have here, on the circle, we have point R and our center is C. So, this distance from point R hanggang kay point C, this is called the radius. So, we have three specified radii here. We have the line segments QC, okay, QC. We have the line segment CR, okay, CR or RC. We have the line segment PC, okay, or CP, pwede. They are the radii of circle C. So, these are line segments. Hindi sila linya. Hindi sila line. So, again, this should be line segments. This symbol right here, yung underline na walang arrow sa taas ng capital na letters, this symbolizes line segment. Okay, line segment. Ibig sabihin, may end point. So, nag-i-end siya kay point Q at saka kay point C. So, this is line segment QC. And dito nag-i-end siya kay point R at saka kay point C. So, this is line segment CR or line segment RC. Next part of the circle is chord. Chord. This is a line segment whose endpoints lie on the circle. Endpoints lie on the circle. So, hindi kagaya nung sa radius kanina. Ang radius, ang isang endpoint niya ay ang center ng circle at saka yung kabila, it's a point on the circle. However, si chord, lahat ng endpoints niya, yung dalawang endpoints niya ay nasa circle mismo. Okay, so that's a chord. Example, the line segments QR, si QR, this is a chord. Line segment PR, PR, so PR, right? So, this is the chord. Another chord is line segment QP. Ito, QP. Point Q at saka point P. So, pinagdugtong yan, naging line segment QP. Alright? So, those are the chords of circle C. Next part is the diameter. So, when we say diameter, it is a chord that passes through the center of the circle. So, the diameter is also called the longest chord in a circle. The longest chord in the circle. So, diameter passes through the center. So, we have here point Q and point S. Tapos, dumaan siya sa point C, which is the center of the circle. So, this chord right here is the longest chord in this circle. And this is called the diameter. Okay, so that's the line segment QS. That's the diameter of the circle. Secant. Ito naman si secant, para siyang chord. Kaya lang, ang kaibahan, si chord line segment, si secant naman ay line. Okay? Anong kaibahan ng line at saka ng line segment? Si line, wala siyang ending. Kaya nga, ang symbol niya ay may arrowhead sa both direction. Kasi wala siyang ending. It goes forever. While si line segment naman, meron siyang mga ending. Okay? Nag-i-end siya sa mga points. So, a line that intersects a circle in 2 points is called a secant. Okay? It's not secant, it's secant. Secant. You can check your dictionary on that to check on the pronunciation of this word, secant. So, again, a line that intersects a circle in 2 points. So, ibig sabihin, para siyang si chord, okay? Para siyang chord, pero nag-i-extend siya. Okay, nag-i-extend. It goes forever in both direction. So, in this example, we have the lines QS, Q, we have here Q, and then CS, and dito. So, this line is a secant. Okay, secant. Next, we have line QR. So, CQ, then R. So, this line is a secant. So, these are the secants of circle C. Next, we have the tangent. A tangent is a line that intersects a circle at only 1 point. So, hindi kagaya ng secant. Ang secant, 2 points talaga yung ma-intersect niya sa circle. Si tangent naman, 1 point lang. So, the point where it intersects the circle is called the point of tangency. Again, that's the point of tangency. That's the intersection of the circle and the tangent. Okay? Example, in circle C, the line UV is tangent to circle C. Okay, so this is circle C and this is line UV. Take note here that this line UV, intersects the circle at point T. That's the only point of intersection between line UV and the circle C. So this point right here is called the point of tangency. Okay, it's point T. So next, the arc. When we say arc, it is a portion of a circle formed between 2 points on the circle. So if we have here point Q and point P, so this arc from point P hanggang kay Q, this is called an arc. Okay? So we have the arc PQ. Ang symbol niya, yung parang arc sa taas. So arc, this is read as arc PQ. And also we have here PQR. So, yung arc from point P, tapos dadaan kay point R at hanggang kay point Q, that is called arc PRQ. We have 2 kinds of arcs. We have minor arc and major arc. When we say minor arc, the measure of the arc is less than 180 degrees. Okay? Less than 180 degrees. So, pag greater than 180 degrees, that is called major arc. So, this is greater than 180 degrees. So, ano naman ang tawag kapag ka-equal to 180 degrees? That arc is a semicircle. Okay, kalahati ng circle. Now, minor arcs are named using 2 points. Okay, just like we have arc PQ. So, 2 points lang yan. If we have an arc that's named with 3 points, PRQ, then that is a major arc. We have what we call the arc addition postulate. So it says that the measure of an arc formed by 2 adjacent arcs of the same circle is equal to the sum of the measures of the 2 arcs. So when we say adjacent arcs, meaning yung magkatabi na arcs, the same circle. So they are on the same circle. And so, the measure of those 2 arcs are, the measure of that arc is equal to the sum of the measures of the 2 arcs. So, let's have an example. In circle O, we have arcs QP or PQ, and then we have arc PR or RP, and then we have arc QR or RQ. Okay, so in this circle, we have the measure of arc QP. Yung M na nandito, yung small letter M, that means measure. Okay, measure of arc QP is equal to 90 degrees. So, eto daw dito, yung arc na ito, this is 90 degrees. Okay? 90 degrees. So, mula kay Q hanggang kay P, this arc is 90 degrees. Okay, sulat natin 90 degrees. Si ano naman, measure ng arc PR is 120 degrees. Arc PR, ito, this is 100, dito na lang sa labas, 120 degrees. So, PR, arc PR. It follows that the measure of QPR is equal to the measure of QP, the measure of arc QP plus the measure of arc PR. And that is 210 degrees. So, it follows here, arc QPR. So, galing kay Q, then dadaan kay P, hanggang kay R. So, this is already a major arc, Major arc. But regardless, ang measure ng arc QPR is equal to the sum of the measure of this arc plus this arc. So, that is 90 degrees plus 120 degrees, and that is equal to 210 degrees. Now, angles naman tayo in a circle. So, we have what we call central angle. Central angle. From the word center, okay? It is an angle whose vertex is the center of the circle. So, we have here, in this figure, we have angle QOP. Okay. Again, class, yung mahilig sa small letters. So, yung name ng points, when you name points, it should be capital letters, ha? Capital letters. So, angle QOP, we have that in this figure. This is point Q, this is point O, and this is point P. So, yung angle na na-form dito, this can be named as angle QOP. So, yung O, yan ang vertex. So, this is the vertex. And take note, this is the center of the circle. So, this angle is called a central angle because the vertex is the center of the circle. Now, we have what we call central angle postulate. The measure of a central angle is equal to the measure of its intercepted arc. So, if we have here, this is a central angle, okay? The measure of this angle and the measure of this arc, yung na-intercept niya na arc, okay, central angle, and then the intercepted arc, they are equal. So, if this is 90 degrees, if this angle is 90 degrees, then the measure of this arc, QP, is also 90 degrees. Okay, so that's the central angle postulate. Aside from central angle, we also have what we call inscribed angle. Now, eto naman, kung ang central angle, ang vertex niya ay ang center ng circle, eto naman, it's an angle whose vertex is on the circle, is a point on a circle. So, this is a central angle kasi ang vertex niya ay center ng circle. Dito naman, ito namang angle QRP, ang vertex niya ay point R. It's a point on the circle, and so this angle is called an inscribed angle. Okay? So, if this is angle QOP, now this is angle QRP. So, that's QRP or PRQ. That's okay. As long as yung vertex niya ay nasa gitna. Okay? Ito yung vertex. So, it's an inscribed angle. So, let's have an example. Name the following parts of circle O given below. Okay, so anong tawag natin kay line segment OC? Line segment OC. Ito yan, no? So, this is this is a radius. That's a radius. See, line segment AC. Line segment. This is a chord na dumaan sa center ng circle. And so, this is called diameter. Okay, diameter. Si line segment AD. Okay, so itong linya na ito, this is a chord. Okay, chord. Si line segment AF. line segment, not line segment, it's a line. Okay. Letter D, line AF, AF. Okay, itong line na ito. So, it intersects 2 points on the circle. So, point A and point B. So, this line is called a secant. Okay, secant. Next, we have letter E, line CF. Line CF, CF. So, itong line na ito. Okay, that's this line. It intersects the circle at only 1 point on the circle. So, this line is called a tangent. Okay, tangent line. Letter F, angle ADB. ADB. Okay, angle. So, this angle right here, yung vertex niya ay D. Okay, vertex niya ay D. This is not supposed to be a straight line. Dapat naka-arc. Parang ganito yun. Pang. Okay, angle. This angle. So, this is the vertex D, and this is on the circle, a point on the circle. So, this angle is called an inscribed angle. Next, we have angle AOE. AOE. Okay, so this angle right here. Okay, AOE, itong angle na ito. Ang center, or ang vertex ng angle na ito ay center ng circle. So, this is called a central angle. Okay, central angle. Next, we have arc EC. Arc EC. So, EC. So, this arc. Okay, this is called a minor arc. We have arc AEB. AEB. Malaman natin na minor arc siya kasi it's less than 180 degrees or less than half of the circle, ano? And dalawang ano lang siya, dalawang letters lang. Yung letter I naman, 3 letters. So, most probably, it's a major arc. Major arc. So, tingnan natin sa figure. So, arc AEB, A, point A. A, E, san si B? Ito pa. So, ang laki. So, it's a major arc. Okay? It's a major arc, yung letter I. Ang J naman, arc AC. Arc AC. So, si arc AC, posibleng minor arc ito kasi dalawa lang. Okay, posible ring semicircle siya. Let's find out. So, arc AC. A, tapos C. Oh, so it's a semicircle. Semicircle. It's half of the circle. Okay? Paano natin nalaman na half siya ng circle? Because, yung end points niya, yung ending niya, it's a diameter. Oh. AC, it's a diameter. Okay, yung arc niyan is a semicircle.